Hello, gentle friends, and welcome to another episode of the Champion... Well, I say the former Champion Design Workshop. We're Champion Forge now. I even forgot the name of our own show. Rebranding. It's a hell of a thing. You may recognize 3 of the faces on your screen, but we have a special guest today. I'm just going to check down. Yimna, Sarah, welcome to the stream. It's a delight to have you here, and we're doing a special stream just for you.
Yay! Thank you. Great to be here. Thank you.
So we're going to be designing a champion based on your D&D character, which itself is based in a League of Legends campaign. Could you tell us a little bit about, is it Sade or...
Sade, yeah, it's Sade. Basically, me and my friends decided we wanted to start playing a bit more of D&D, and because we mostly play League of Legends, we thought it would be, and the lore is so extensive and the world has so much to explore that we just thought it would be a great idea to just explore that concept, and so create a world of D&D in League of Legends. So
that actually sounds really cool. I think I might steal that one day.
that's okay, just give us credits, but that's okay. Inspiration, why?
So yes, I'll drop it in now, just for anyone watching afterwards, but if you go to tiny.cc/DNDLOL, that's Delta November Delta LOL, then you can see the VODs.
I know the radio alphabet.
That's right. Uh-oh. Sarah's gang has turned up and they're rowdy. Oh
I just shared it. I hope some can tune in today. That'll be great.
Welcome, gang.
Hey, gang.
I need to share it on Twitter yet, though.
Yes, please, share it other places. So, okay, so we've got kind of 2 broad things to sort of cover before we get into the actual design process here. So we've got the... What's specific to Sade, your character as a D&D character, and to get an understanding of what Vestians are outside of just it's Ari lol.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I can start with explaining a bit of Sade, but yeah, I need to start a bit with just the Ari concept because that's pretty much it. I really love Ari. So as soon as I got the chance to create a character from the League universe, I needed to have a Vestia. Just the idea of having tails, and I do cosplay, so I enjoy 100% when I have tails, even in real life. I just thought I need to have a character with it. So I just thought 2 tails would be cool. So that's the concept of Sage. She's a Vestia with 2 tails. And then it was basically just brainstorming colors that I wanted. So she has like silver hair and silver hair and blue eyes, and she is a rogue, basically, because Ari has that. Even though she's a mage, she has a very assassin vibe. So I wanted to create something around that, like how foxes are very sneaky and also like natural hunters. So I thought it'd be cool to have a rogue that is Vestia. So that's pretty much the concept around Sade.
Okay, cool. Is she like jealous of Ari that she's got 9 tails and
They have a good relationship. Yeah, don't worry.
Nah, we cool.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, you have tails. Oh my god, I have 9. It's like, oh my god, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. It's cool. Like we relate. No, but it also because again, as I was saying, with Vestia, with Fox, we only know Ari. So, and we also reference that a lot in D&D because Sade has met Ari in the past. And basically, because they are the only ones they know of that species, they also have a very close relationship because they both don't know where they came from. So their basically branch of Vestia is very unknown. So they connected very, very fast, and it's kind of like I don't know if I can say sister bond. I will leave that to my DM choice. but yeah, I think they connect especially because of that. It's like you finally meet someone that is the same as you. So yeah, I that would be the jealousy. It could have been, but no.
So I'm kind of curious. So I think we'll come back to this sort of stuff that's specific to Vestan in a second. But in terms of what, so I know that sort of rogues don't necessarily have the same kind of specific abilities, like they're not like casting fireballs or things in the same way a wizard would be. But what stuff does Say do that's particularly her?
She hides.
Okay, that's really
No, basically it's their bonus action. So she mostly, especially like in team fights, our most interactions is like, okay, I'm gonna hide here and be sneaky, and then I'm gonna try to kill, and then I'm gonna hide again, and then I'm gonna try to kill, and then I'm gonna. So it's mostly that's our main feature.
So
yes.
in game she gets a reset mechanic where she hides every time she gets your takes.
Yeah, kind of like how Rengar does that every time he gets in the bushes. I think it's kind of like that. So you just really try to take advantage of the blind spots of your enemies, because you're a Messiah, you're not that strong because you're not a buffed monk or something. So you gotta think what you're gonna do, and if you're caught, it just GG. So you're really just try to sneak around and jump on them, but only when you know you can.
I see Les Murph in like Arcane Trickster. Would that be a good term to describe her? That she's kind of like a trickster character, or am I completely missing the ball on here?
Kinda. I think I would still go more with sneaky, because even in her personality, she's kind of reserved, but especially because of all the fights she's been in, so she kept it to herself and she's just like playing it cool and trying to understand what everyone around her is doing. So I think she's mostly around that sneaky and poker face attitude. She will send those jokes because she is, at the end of the day, a trickster, but because I think the best description is really foxes, because you get playful. Best example, the last skin of Ari has the animation of a fox going to the snow, and it's just derp. So I think that's the best thing. Like you have that like that posture and like the eloquence and like I know what I'm doing, and then you give them a chance and they're just derp. So I think it's that. If she is in the right context and you give them like the right timing to give that joke, she will take it, and then she'll be like, maybe I shouldn't, but okay, poker face now. But yes, I think it's mostly that. If you give her the space, she will be trickster, yes. But overall, yes.
I think just to clarify Lesmer's point about the arcane tricksters. So my understanding is that an arcane trickster is a spellcaster who's also a rogue, whereas it sounds like this is Sade is a rogue who does roguey stuff by being somewhat magical, but doesn't like necessarily cast spells.
Yeah. At least we just got to level 6. Yeah, finally. But I don't have any spell. I have like because again the big influence with Ari. I have 2 spells that I can use. They are basically the charm, which basically makes people more friendly towards me. Not essentially like in Ari they get instantly attracted. No, it's just really because it's a D&D interaction. It's mostly that like people see me as a friend. And then I have the consume essence, which is kind of what Ari does. It's like the lore of the nine-tailed fox. How she still consumes soul to stay alive. So that's her base of Sade. It's that she needs to consume the souls of beings. It doesn't need to be necessarily humans to keep her essence. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. It sounds like we've already kind of got we've got a stealth reset, some kind of charm, and essence consuming. So that's already like a fair chunk of a kit before we even got anywhere.
Well, I just want to say my DM is in the chat, so if I say any mistake, he will correct me. So that's that.
Yeah, Onion was really kind. Gave us a very long detailed history of the.
I knew it. Counter was like, "Hey, Ann, do you have like a short description?" I was like, "Yeah, you can DM my DM. I'm sure he will give you something pretty in detail and better explained than I would have her." And it didn't disappoint. Thank you. That was great.
So I think before we get too much further,
yes.
we needed to get the whole Vestayan thing sort of explained as best as we could, and I believe that leave it in you and Happy's hands to kind of talk through what is known, and I guess as well what isn't known, i.e. which stuff we could kind of make up things around more easily.
That's what
Yes?
Wait, Happy?
I don't know. Do you want to say something about Vestalia? Or
No, yeah, you can go ahead.
okay, so what is known about Vestalia is that they're sort of this hybrid race that came from a liaison between humans and the Vastaya Shirei. And the Vastaya Shirei are, in the lore, they're described as people who can transform into animals, but they can transform at will. And through this, like, mixing with humans, if you want to call it that, the Vastaya then lost the ability to choose when they want to transform, so they are like permanently in transformation, basically, which is why they are like half humans, half something else.
They're kind of stuck, actually, then, or...
Yes, so they can't transform, except for Ari in her newest skin. She kind of can, I think.
Oh, really?
I think she has like this sort of like you're the Ari nerd here. Come on.
She does transform in her ultimate. She changed to like more of a fox, but I think it's more because of the connection with the Spirit Blossom festival. Blah blah blah. Now that you mention it, I actually have Shapeshifter as a spell too. My character is OP.
Oh, there we go.
But yeah,
Oh, okay.
she actually can. But it's mostly because of all the essence consumed, blah blah. So it's a lot related with since you can interact that hard.
Do we
then
wanna? Because if I see essence consume, I see shapeshifter. I'm thinking of like a Kane 2.0 here, where she collects essence to transform.
in this case, how it actually works for the D&D, the constant can besides giving life essence, as you want to call it, depending on how I roll, because D&D, I can also get like some random memory, or I can get the full memory of the person or animal that I'm consuming. So it also interacts very well with the shape shifting and like the role, the sneaking around as someone else, and I know how they behave and all that. So it's a very kit based around that. Those interactions, basically.
Okay, some folks in the chat was mentioning that Nico is like,
yeah, she can shift, yeah.
Yeah, Nico is the closest to the Vastaya Shirei. But I think doesn't she have a quote saying that she is Vastaya Shirei, or does she have one that says that she is Vastaya?
I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, Furipo seems to be on top of this. It's also saying that I don't know if this is true for yours, Sarah, but saying about gaining the memories of the target consumed. That could be an interesting mechanic.
Okay, so Nico says on her first movement, one of the lines he can say is, Nico is Ovicat, we are not Vastaya, we are Vastaya
Shirei.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
nice.
right then.
we are more colorful. Okay.
And she is an original. That's why she can shapeshift so easily,
nice.
I guess. Yeah, and I have limitations on the shapeshift thing, so don't worry.
Oh, Ovicat's one of the original tribes. Oh gosh, Happy.
Yeah, see, I told you, it's one of the friends that knows a lot about the lore. Hi, meet each other. There you go.
Could this be an everlasting friendship?
Yes.
So, I guess in terms of like stuff we can kind of, I guess Happy, you're probably the best person to talk about this. Like, is there anything which kind of, from the whole Vestayan sort of lore perspective, outside of I guess the soul consumption, is there anything that kind of comes from that which might be gameplay relevant?
I don't think there's anything in the Vestayan lore region, but there's some stuff in specifically Ari's lore. So she has some stories about her being in in love with a guy, and then in the end she kills him because she has like this urge to consume essence, and if you consume the life essence of a person, they die. So she then tries to travel to this like garden, I suppose, which is where Lilia was born. And she like going there would enable her to forget, basically. So,
Oh my god, what are you typing?
I was like, I need to stop this up. Like, yep, she ate her lover soul.
lovers. I'm sorry, that was just.
Oh, the next skin they should do is Hannibal Ari.
Yes.
I ate your liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
It's different. It's your soul. So, yeah. Body
boy.
the same.
This has gone really dark real fast.
Alright, I will. So I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way so we've got a bit of room to work with.
Yeah, she has a lot of. Again, because it's a D&D character, it's very easy to have a backstory. But obviously, we can just pick up some things and make something cool.
Alright, well, so we start like spitballing some. We've got sort of 4 ideas here which could be turned into abilities of some kind. We don't have to necessarily use all of them, or I'd like to hopefully use at least some of them. Did you guys have any sort of ideas looking at that in terms of ways we could maybe come at some of these abilities in an interesting way?
Well, I mean, obviously me, because I can't keep things for myself apparently. I like the stealth reset on a takedown. So where she, even though I personally despise stealth champions in the game, but I think as a mechanic, where for example, you say, okay, whenever she gets a kill, she gets stealth for like 2 seconds. Which gives her this kind of rogue type feeling.
Yeah, that's
where
cool.
Where you go in, and you have a way to escape, but it's very much a high risk, high reward kind of play style, which is good for a rogue because, as you said, she wants to hide.
Yeah, that actually sounds super cool because exactly the thing about the going stealthy, the being invisible to the others. It's exactly that. It's to try to. It's risky, yes, but again, if you manage to sneak around, the advantage of the sneak attack and etc. is rewarding enough for that. So yeah.
I think the closest champion I can think of immediately that sounds very similar to Kha'Zix.
Kind of.
Not
Yes.
really. I mean, he doesn't get stealth on a kill
It
or a
chooses,
takedown.
yeah.
So,
But it could be around that, yes. It's the same concept. It's either to kill or to go away. I think it's a good.
No, I actually I don't really think it's like Kha'Zix because you only get the stealth if you get a takedown. So it is that you really need to go all in. You can have this. Okay, if I get the kill, I have a way to get out. But if I don't get the kill, well, I mean, I'm kind of screwed.
Yeah.
Right? While with Kha'Zix, you can go in, and if you see it go sour, you can just jump out or go stealth and walk the other way.
True.
well, a kind of sort of a concern to think about here is if so with Kha'Zix's case that he can go invisible at will, and then then sort of try and get kills that way. It's quite a different champion if we start going down the route of she's not stealth to start with, but she gets stealth on kills, versus a champion who can stealth and then can extend that stealth effect by getting kills. What do you guys think?
I think just to like mix it up from all the other stealthy champs, it would make sense if she only gets the stealth initially on kill or on assist, takedown, whatever.
Okay.
But we could put in a sort of mini stealth for another ability, so that she has the option to use another ability to go in stealthy, and then get more stealth just from that sort of passive ability, I guess.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
that's that.
I can get behind that one.
Approved.
Approved. The X, the seal of improvement.
Yes.
Doesn't mean
Oh, yeah.
much, but okay.
Let's see. I'm just gonna quick check on Firipo what the. I'm trying to remember exactly what Twitch's stealth mechanics are.
He goes invisible. He
like
goes
attack speed or something.
camouflaged, gets attack speeds after he comes out of camouflage, and he can instantly reset the cooldown gets instantly reset on a takedown. I think that's how Twitch works, right?
Yes, as long as they've been deadly venom, which I guess they almost certainly will be.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, I guess that is pretty
Similar,
close to that idea. Yeah, I think you're right. You guys, you're right. It does. I think it would help differentiate if it wasn't something which you could, like, just activate freely.
Hmm.
Okay.
Like you have to do something for it, not just I want to go.
It could come from the shapeshifter ability, so that it's sort of like, is it Nico's W?
Yeah.
Where she sends out one clone of herself in whatever form she is in right now, and she gets a little bit of a speed boost, and she's I cannot speak. She's initially stealthy.
Yeah, that feels a bit like also like LeBlanc when she gets her passive. You know how her original goes invisible and then you get a clone.
Yes. Okay.
By the way, Imna is am I pronouncing it correctly?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Anything we come up with here, is it going to be incorporated into your D&D character of her?
If you are super good and if it's not super broken, then maybe, yeah.
Because, I mean, the stealth reset on a kill feels kind of like... I played a little bit of D&D, and that kind of feels OP, but, you know...
I actually had, like, an item that I lost! That basically, if you were holding the item... you could choose to go invisible, so I could actually go at the beginning of the fights or at the turn. I could go invisible, and then I would get automatically stick attack, and I could get the bonus and just move around and be like, okay, I'm not hiding. But as me, as say the current with spells and whatever else I have, I can't go literally invisible. I can only hide, the stealth action and. Hopefully the opponents are too distracted or I'm good at my rolls and they don't see me. But at the moment that's how it works.
Will that introduce another kind of potential thing we could go down? Because there's the different kinds of stealth as well we could get into in terms of the stealth, the sort of the stealth that nobody can see, and the stealth which is based on how close people are to you.
Yeah, kind of like Evelyn and all that, and the passive from Twitch. Yeah.
Well, like, do you guys have any thoughts in that kind of direction in terms of, like, do you think it works better for her to be able to sort of go true invisible, or have something which is dependent on positioning?
Personally, I think the passive would fit best with her going true invisibility. I think it's called stealth and camouflage. I think if you're stealth, then they can't see you anyway, unless you're on your turret or something. I think camouflage is the one that, for example, Evelyn would have. I'm just gonna quickly look it up.
Yeah, the camouflage is stealth that hides you from vision, but they are revealed by being in line of sight of champion. And I guess this contrasts with the other one. I can never remember which one is which. Invisibility. That's the one that's only true sight. And getting skill shotted.
Yeah, I think that one fits better because it's definitely like I think something is here, and then you hit it, and I see you now, Then and just being like, you're randomly passing. No,
Oh my god, so many emotes.
I get too distracted doing something. Yeah, sorry. It's all great. Nice spam.
Your fans are very enthusiastic.
Oh, that's so cute.
I'm looking this up, and at a certain point in time, Teemo's passive was previously called camouflage, but he's not. The passive itself isn't the camouflage effect. invisibility effect, so they had to change it because people were rightfully so confused. Because it said the passive gives you invisibility, doesn't give you camouflage, but the passive.
But it's called camouflage.
But it's called
Wow.
camouflage.
Good job.
Good job, Riot. Good job.
Here's Matt moves. So Fury Poo has been suggesting has been suggesting that we take a look at the new Dust
Ooh.
Blade, which is gonna
Yeah, true.
Let's have a look. What does that do again?
it
It
is
gives you stealth, right?
attacking an enemy champion deals 50 to 150 plus 30% bonus attack damage, additional physical damage, and slows them by 99% for 0.25 seconds. When a
Okay.
champion you have damaged within the last 3 seconds is killed, reset this cooldown and gain invisibility for 1.5 seconds.
Oh,
So
it's
that would
fine.
mean if we implemented that for Sade, that she not only gets invisibility after killing someone or being involved in a takedown, she also gets like an empowered auto attack, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I like that idea. Maybe we could have that be an empowered auto attack that only lasts for a short amount of time to kind of encourage the behavior pattern of kind of like of staying in the fight rather than just
Right.
running away and then coming back and stabbing someone.
Yeah, like the first of a battle kind of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, that sounds
Okay,
good.
so maybe it lasts. I don't know. I think for the for the most part we've kind of avoided putting actual numbers to things,
Yeah.
just because like
Just put 9999 and it's gonna balance.
Somewhere between 0.1 of a second and 20 seconds. That's usually there.
Yeah, like between that, depending on levels, it will happen. Don't worry.
all right. Well, so I think we've got the seeds of a good idea there. And I think that's honestly like that's almost a passive done.
Mhm.
Like our big thing on this show is to
That'd
try
be
and
so cool.
well, we always try to add on like at least 2 passives, if not 3.
Too passive.
12 passives and 1 force invisibility.
We're gonna one day. Oh, actually, this is a good idea. One day we should, as a meme, make a champion who only has passive ability.
Oh my gosh!
And all
Yes.
his active abilities
He does
reset the
nothing?
cooldown of his passive ability.
Yes, yes.
Zillion W all over.
I
Zillion
can see some
W.
interesting stuff in there, where you have like passive abilities that only activate under very specific circumstances.
We can actually do that. Let's
Yeah,
make it
if you-
next week. Okay.
Yeah, let's
Oh
make
my
next
God.
one.
So guys, if you want to
Good
see
idea.
a champion that's 12 lines of passive, come back next week.
No,
Well,
but
where-
very easy to play. Very
Where
easy
when
to play.
you know when you hover over over abilities and you can press shift to get like a longer explanation. Well, with this champion, if you press shift, they're just a PDF is just open.
It opens in Adobe Reader.
Download option.
The double reader is just open. No, we can't put this in the game. We're just gonna.
Oh my god.
Yes.
It's just someone who like reads the whole
That is
thing
so
in like
terrible.
computer voice.
You just hear Freak explain the Freak's champion.
Oh my god. 1 hour.
1 hour.
Okay,
God.
we're getting pretty far off of the dubbing. Unless we're gonna
Okay.
give Sade like all passives.
Oh,
so
Okay.
I mean, yeah, we could. Yeah, if we get that far. Because well, so I think the thing which we haven't. So there's 2 things we haven't. Actually, no, there's 3 things we haven't talked about yet. Which is so coming up with a. Sorry, so we always try and come up with a different way of implementing an idea. Like, well, we'll use ideas from existing champions to try and find a new way to do that. So we've got 3 things to go on here. So a charm, essence consuming, and shape shifting. Which one would you like to tack on next?
Good question. Maybe charm. I wanna add information. I did say it was a robot, but I never did specify. She usually at the beginning I always worked around the double daggers. Now I'm mostly using a bow, but it's circumstances. But just in case, because maybe also Katarina's kit could be interesting. I don't know.
Katarina's kid.
Yeah, because of the jumping around and being sneaky and also executing people. You know.
Oh, I like the jumping around.
That's
Yeah.
actually that's something
Yeah.
which isn't a League of Legends campaign. There isn't a wait. What? Probably like Vayne would probably be the closest I can think of to that kind of idea, like a stealthy archer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. There isn't really like well, technically Ash is, I'm guessing, but that it doesn't really.
Doesn't
How
have
is
stealth.
Ash stealthy?
I think.
I'm here, big arrow. There you go.
I think like. No, I'm probably thinking of like elves, but Ash wasn't, because back in the day she was based off of what she called in Dota, whatever. But Ash isn't really stealthy, so yeah, that's true. Actually, that's kind of a cool idea. Okay.
So yeah, because I think the idea of a rogue archer is a lot less known than the idea of a stabby rogue. So
Stabby rogue. I think that's a typical
So-
stab.
so can you run us through like what's the kind of engagement pattern then if you're a stealthy archer? Like what are you doing?
It's the same thing. It's exactly the same as with the daggers, but with the daggers I need to count my movement. But it's literally, oh, there's a pillar. Okay, I'm gonna hide here, and then I'm gonna on my turn I will show up with my bow and be like, pew, and then I'm gonna hide again, and that's it.
So you're basically playing Skyrim in D&D then.
Yeah.
The cool thing is that I got a random bow from one of our past missions, and it's a pretty cool bow because depending on my roll from 1 to 4, it has a different bow effect. So the arrow could be like a normal arrow, could be electrocuted, could be explosive, and that's terrible when we are in closed spaces.
Oh,
and there's
no.
like my party member is right beside
Oh,
that guy, and I'm like,
That's a cool ability
What?
idea.
yeah. Actually,
yeah.
yeah, we can do either a random effect or
That would be
something we
very
can
cool.
do.
Yes, incorporate that.
Something we can do is also that her basic abilities, like her 3 basic abilities, are her changing arrows, or her
Oh.
taking out a different arrow, for example. I don't know
That'd be
how.
cool.
If people would
It
like
could
that.
be
I
that
like switching. Kind of like
changing
the
the arrows is-
Pew and Jinx, you know.
it could be like the changing arrows is the passive effect, and then they also have an active effect.
That sounds more like our speed.
Yeah. so, I mean, sounds like a Philios as well. So, but it's
Okay.
actually kind of cool. So,
I'm trying to find it
Okay,
just
I'm
to get
thinking-
the right information.
I'm thinking, can we have like, for example, like a cycle where her Q, for example, is when you press Q, so she will literally like Jinx, but Jinx only has 2. But with her, she can have 4, for example. I think it would be cool. Like when you press QU, she will cycle through her bolts or whatever. This is it a bow? It's a bow, probably. It's on a crossbow.
Yeah, it's a crossbow. It's a crossbow. Sorry, yeah.
Ah, okay. So she will literally get other bolts out. I think it might be
Yeah.
cool.
Because that in going for it's actually called Pew Pew and I love it. It's a magical bow, so it literally just, that's why it's random on the rolls. But yeah, it either fires a regular bolt, a shock bolt, an ultra piercing bolt, or an explosive bolt.
So,
And if I fail, it kicks me.
I know. So,
So yeah.
if we were going to keep it as close to your actual D&D character, we would make it actually random.
Yeah, just go with it. Just lady luck, you know.
I don't think that's too good for her.
Yeah.
Like,
We're always very careful about
Just-
disagreeing with each other.
Making it random is one of those things that everybody hates about.
Yeah, it's not unbalanced. You can't peek. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I think me and Happy are like on the same page here.
I'm okay with you. I'm okay with it.
I think it could be fun, but
Yeah, it's hot. At the end
It's
of the day,
hot,
you may not go through all of them, and that's a bit. Aw. So yeah.
Well, you can give it like an if you wanna, you can say where if she swaps, it has like a 4-second cooldown or something, like something where she can't immediately swap to another, which makes
Yeah,
it more
that makes
difficult
sense.
to. So, for example, otherwise you can have in a fight you just do like Aphelios does.
Switch
before-
everything.
Switch everything.
Yeah.
But then you need to think about, oh, okay, a fight is gonna happen.
So I'm
For
gonna
example,
prepare. Yeah.
I'm gonna prepare because that's what rogues do, right? In the SD, that they have to
Yeah,
prepare a bit as well.
yeah. You need to think it through, or you die
Oh,
if you're
yeah.
engaging. Yeah, makes sense.
What about this idea that it's a time switch effect that lowers its cooldown each time you hit someone with an arrow? So in the middle of a fight, like you kind of, if you keep engaged with someone, you'll keep being able to change what kind of arrow you're using. And otherwise, it's quite a long cooldown.
Sure. No, yeah, sure. So, for example, you press Q, you switch to another arrow, and you have. I'm just putting it out. You have 20-second cooldown, but it's every time you hit a champion, or like 2 seconds go off from the cooldown. Then.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah, sure. Sure, I could get behind that one.
Well, can you remind me? So, can you say again? What were the types of arrows?
Oh, normal, ultra piercing, shock, and explosive.
Okay, that sounds fun.
It's actually very close to League stuff right now. It's like
Yeah.
This was a Yordle's crossbow, and we killed it, so I took it.
You killed the
Oh my gosh!
I didn't make the end blow, so you know you can put it on
What was
me.
this?
It was
Okay,
a
okay.
bad guy. It was a bad guy. Okay.
Peter, I know I'm taking
This
time.
is a
up
spoiler,
here,
yeah, but we win that battle.
I know I'm taking time here, but I kind of want to know the story behind why and how did you kill the Yordle?
That's the thing. He's one of the bad guys from the Brotherhood, and he is besides what is the species of Volibear? I keep forgetting.
Ursine?
I don't know, but he has a big
Urusai.
guy
Is it
beside him,
Urusai?
I think
and
it's
it's
Urusai.
basically the duo of Phil, help me.
He's a bear.
Yeah,
He's a bear.
yeah, no, but basically he has like a big there we go. It's a convoy, and then we have a Yordle. So it's a very interesting big guy and tiny bad duo happening there. And basically, yeah, they are making the bad actions. If you see the campaign, you'll know why. And yeah, we eventually start to fight, and that comes. We need to defeat them, and that's how it happened. And the Yordle loves explosions. That's why he literally has a crossbow that explodes. That's it.
Okay. So, well, in terms of mechanical effects, so we've got normal, ultra piercing, shock, and explosive. It's possible you could. Well, I'm trying to think of why you'd want to have normal if you could have other effects, unless normal does the most damage.
The normal, the normal there is just when you're unlucky on your roll, and just get a normal
You can
one.
say with normal, it's like longer range or something.
Oh, that could be interesting.
Because then it's like a normal arrow, but it's the range is a bit longer.
And the ultra piercing one could have the shortest range out of all of them, but
great
because it's ultra
range.
piercing, it can go through like 3 people or something.
Oh.
Yeah, or even have like a lot of like penetrates like 30% armor or something along those lines.
Hey, you
Okay,
can
I
do
think.
That's cool.
Yeah. I think we need to kind of make, because it feels that with this thing, she's moving more towards an AD carry. So
Yeah, I
do we
still
want to
want to
make?
keep that.
Yeah, do we want to make her? If we want to make her an assassin, then we can still make her like a ranged assassin, which I think is doable. But then we need to say that, for example, when she does this Q, she only has like 4 or 5 auto attacks of that effect.
Yeah, I don't want to stray too much to take her the opportunity to like melee engage. You know, she will always try to do the stealth, but it's only to get. It doesn't necessarily need to have that distance, but it's just to have enough that I can hide in plain sight without losing that advantage. It's more that. So yeah, there's no fear in going melee. That's why I kind of referenced the Katarina, because the double daggers, the jumping around, just trying to execute people. It's kind of her thing. But the last fights have forced me to move more on the bow, so that's why.
Okay, so you would like her to be more of a melee character, but she has some
At least
sort
she
of...
had something for the melee, yeah, that can
Yeah.
interact. But for that, we could play around on the essence consume and all that.
For sure.
So that's cool, yeah.
So her Q, like what I'm thinking is the Q with the cycling through arrows or
Mm.
bolts or whatever. That could be her only option to go ranged,
Okay.
maybe.
Yeah, I can like that.
Could be,
Yeah,
yeah.
I like that as well.
So you have the option to build her kind of like an AD carry, but like she's only an AD carry a third of the time.
Yeah.
Whenever she can use her Q.
You can kind of steal a bit because it fits well together with like the random effect you have in the D&D thing, where you
Mhm.
kind of steal what the pick a card ability from Twisted Fate does. So it
Mm.
cycles, and you have to
Hmm.
you press it again on which one you want to take.
Yeah.
So will cycle to, you have a short animation, will cycle to all 4 of them. And if you really want to say, hey, you got unlucky and got the normal bolts just, they make your range, but they don't have an extra
Yeah.
effect.
I like that idea because I was trying to
Basically.
figure out how we do a UI for this.
Yeah, I think it's
but-
nice.
Do I? Yeah, no, that's more practical, yes.
Okay, so yeah, I like the idea. It's okay, so it's got a Twisted Fate style. I think I kind of like the idea as well because that's a real Archer thing of being like fiddling around with your quiver and be like, hold on a second.
Yeah, let me, okay, got it, this one.
Okay, so
No, not the blue, the red. Yeah, here we go.
that's actually kind of neat because that's I guess the closest I can think of is Kale, who has like the ability to go ranged temporarily as part of the.
Oh yeah.
True,
She also
true.
melee and then she goes broken when she's ranged. Also.
Yeah, I think that's a cool idea though. All right, so I mean we don't have to do anything necessarily massively creative with the shock and explosive ones, but if you guys have any ideas to make them more interesting than just kind of the most obvious thing.
It could be a shock that spreads a bit. So if people stay a certain distance from each other, they get shocked.
Chain lightning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Like cannon.
And explosive is probably an AoE effect, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Just don't get close.
Yeah, I mean that works.
But it could be like an effect that also targets your allies. So you would have to be really careful.
It could be interesting to have that TK expect.
Does this fit with how you play your D&D game?
Well, I sometimes can't use that bow exactly because of that. Because I might roll explosive and it's like, we don't want that now, so I'm switching to the other one and like, okay, normal bow it is.
Every week it feels like we're making a champion that would be great at trolling other people in game.
Yeah. Oh, that happens. Not on purpose, obviously. But...
Okay, so yeah, so an AoE knockback that affects allies and enemies.
Oh yeah,
we don't have that though. We don't have any spells that damage your allies.
No, we don't. I think that's
We
good.
only have yeah.
That's really good.
The old classic Anivia wall. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'll just suck you in there
Triple
with
pillar.
my friends.
Yep.
Oh, of Bard Ultimate. See you nerds. Have fun at the Baron. I'm going home.
Bye.
Talia walls. What else is there?
Jarvan's ulti?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing
Warns
that
you?
what's his face puts down, Ziggs, the little satchel.
Yeah.
I think it only affects
I think it's probably
him,
most.
though, right?
No, it does affect other people. I'm pretty sure.
Imagine solo queues are already hard.
Do we? Are we specifically trying to put a troll ability onto the kit?
Maybe
No, but
she's
but
kind of a
you
trickster.
know,
He's kind of a
that's
trickster.
the thing. You gotta have, because the others will be OP, so you gotta have a.
I can just imagine
That's
it now. You're just you flash out your jungler.
Like,
You
oh
try
my
and steal.
God!
You try and steal like a Baron or a Dragon. Go in, flash out of the pit, and then Seda is there. No, you go back in there. It just knocks you back in the pit.
I throw the arrow at him, and then he goes inside and explodes. Yes.
Oh, Furifu's saying apparently the Zig Satchel doesn't affect allies. Fair enough. I mean, it doesn't mean that ours couldn't.
Be funny though. One
Okay.
for all over again.
So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Like, I think that idea is very neat. Of like, yeah, I guess maybe there's like 3 arrows that come from each use or something. I don't know.
Yeah. They magically appear. We gotta stick with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Easier.
Cool. No, that's already pretty neat. So,
Yeah.
so the two. Well, sorry. So, because that was like an entirely new thing, we still got charm, essence consuming, and shape shifting, which are up in the air.
I think
Which-
the shapeshifter thingy
Yep.
should be the ultimate.
Yeah.
So that
Okay.
you use it to, because we already, or like you already typed in that it might be the short time stealth ability.
Okay.
So it could just be her way to initiate a team fight or just a fight in general. That she
okay.
shapeshifts, goes invisible or stealth or whatever we called it, and then murders people.
Damage. Yeah, sounds good.
So,
Ooh.
ooh woo, ooh woo.
Sounds like a real uwu character right now.
So I'm trying to sort of like to pitch this because the only problem with like that as written is we've got a ability that turns you into someone else and then makes you invisible so no one can see that you've turned into someone else.
I'm guessing yes.
That would be kind of
Um,
cool.
I'm kind of saying like that sort of it feels a little redundant to be shapeshifted if no one can actually see you doing it.
Oh,
That's
hold on. I got an idea. Okay, you do need to take out the stealth out of the R. So, Silas can hijack ults, right? So he
Sure.
can literally steal ults.
Oh god, I don't.
What if you...
I steal a character and they don't see the red.
So,
I'm blue.
Whenever I hear you, anyone bring
Oh,
up, let's go
I'm
for
a teammate.
that's
No,
the,
but the
the
thi-
character with the most complicated ultimate in the game. Let's bring them into the mix. Yep.
Yes.
yeah, no, so with the essence, like with the essence consume, my thing was, well, if you consume essence from an enemy and you transform it, not necessarily like give the ultimate, but transform in the enemy that you consume the most essence of in, like, for example, the last 10 or 15 seconds. And do something with that, where it's... so if you want to transform into a particular person, you need to have the most essence consumed from that particular person. I don't know what...
Yeah, that
you
makes
would
sense.
actually... I don't know what the actual transformation would do game-wise, though. Like, what's the thing? Because Xylus, obviously, he just steals your ult and kind of transforms
Use
into you. But
yeah.
Are you saying like it would be because I'm envisioning like it's Nico, but you can only transform into people you've killed. Is that?
Maybe not necessarily
Not
kill,
kill,
but like,
yeah.
Yeah.
You stalk them for a few moments, you know.
Yeah.
and what if you also had the option to consume the essence of your teammates?
Ooh, I like that. That's
yeah,
interesting.
that's possible.
We're getting back into
That's
troll
po-
territory.
that happened already. So that's fair enough. Yes.
You see already Gary pinging his health bar 1%. You're like,
I'm not
No,
getting
in
close to that. No. Like, I'm not gonna
1%.
support that.
sounds like dinner to me.
Oh my gosh,
Oh my god.
it's like
I mean,
Gangplank all
yeah.
over again.
Ari did kill her lover, so
You know, yeah. No, but it's that thing, like, you can, kind of like a reverse Soraka, you know.
Reversed.
You give me, I chose you to give me health, okay? Thank you.
Instead of
Thank you, teammate.
instead of a global heal, you just damage everyone.
It's
That
you
is the
recreate your
most-
own team.
Yes,
It's the most troll ability I've ever heard. You
Hey
just,
guys, redemption is happening. Join in, please.
just steal everyone's health.
That'll be cool.
You could. I think the thing is, if you're gonna have, I'm imagining something like oh gosh, what's the name of the basketball guy who's not Darius, who lives in the woods? Tree friend.
Oh, Ivan.
Ivan, that's
oh,
The basketball guy. Saying,
sounds
what?
like Kobe.
Has Kobe, Jordan? Who are you talking
yes,
about?
all of them.
The basketball.
That is literally who I thought of. It
No,
sounds- if
that's
we-
a cool skill.
If we go for with the essence consume, the most obvious way to go for it would be to rip off the Valorant character, whose name escapes me for the second. Who her thing
Reyna.
is Reyna, who when people die they leave a soul behind, and that could apply to allies and enemies.
True.
So you could have your whole whole feeding on your allies thing without actually having to kill them yourself.
Yes, that makes
Yeah.
sense. That makes
Okay, no, yeah, I like it.
works.
Well, what about the? Because initially the idea of the exorcist you're talking about was the idea of being able to turn into enemies who are dead, and
Well, not necessarily. Actually, what you can maybe do here is if so. Imagine an ally dies. You take their essence and you can use their ultimate, which is too powerful now I'm thinking about it. Or you can use like you can transform into them and use one of their basic abilities from an ally, not an enemy.
That's cool.
Like how, because Nico breaks as soon as she uses her ability.
Right.
But then that means basically the UI would change also to the champions one.
Yeah. So
That would be cool, yeah.
Yeah, I still don't know if it needs doesn't need to be the ultimate though. So the ability is, for example, an ally dies, you pick up their essence, you consume their essence, you transform into them, and you can use one skill from their kits. You can you have one
You can
thing.
choose from Q too, yeah.
Yeah, for example, one Q, or an E for if an R, if someone. Yeah, or if someone has a CC ability, it would actually be really powerful or grab.
Yeah, imagine double walls or the triple of traps or something on the floor.
Well, if you wanted to go like full Rainier on the whole thing and just have her be a murder machine.
Murder machine.
Then maybe when she feeds an ally enemy, she gets their kit for like a short duration. And if she kills someone during that duration, then she can then steal another soul and gain another kit with all the cooldowns reset.
Yes, I like that one.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And that forces the assassin basically, keep killing. That's very cool.
That's fun, yeah.
That does. The only problem with that is it does sort of mess around with a bit with the because the shapeshifter and the stealth stuff are a little bit kind of awkward together in that
we could just add the shapeshifting to the essence consume. When you gain the kit, you just transform, so it's also a bit more confusing to them, who is who,
So the essence consume is like the passive part of her ultimate.
Yes, more
and the shapeshifting is the active.
Yeah.
So we can still get a stealth ability somewhere in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And a charm.
With the gaining the kits, I'm assuming that we don't include the ultimates as part of that kit.
Yeah.
No.
Q.
So the basic abilities, because if you include the ultimates, you basically have Silas on steroids.
Yes. Do you give her the range like in Eco?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so short duration with how would you say with the without them being on cooldown?
Off cooldown.
Off cooldown, yeah.
Also, it could be you essentially transform into that champion, but at level 3, so they have all 3 abilities, but they're only leveled once. Because for some champions, it really matters how many points you put in their abilities. And I feel like it would be too powerful.
Yeah, I always have on 3.
Yeah.
Well, that could always level with the ultimate skill rank.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Proportional to exactly the level.
You get them with on level 6 you get all of the abilities level 1, and level 11 you get them all the abilities level, let's say 3 or something. Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can already see these Sedas players making huge fuck ups. I'm gonna steal the GP kits just to queue a minion and get 7 gold extra.
Oh my gosh.
If you think things really well and you have the right champion. For example, how would it work with Orin? Could you add a transform in that item?
I wouldn't imagine you get their passives as well.
No.
That's too much.
Broken.
That would be kind of fun though.
No,
that
but
would be cool.
Fun. Yeah, according to your teammates, you can do so much, and that really makes the game even more interesting.
I think this might actually be a very viable and very high skill level champion.
Just a lot to think about.
Yeah,
exactly.
it's a lot to think about.
Like
'Cause
I
you-
reward it, but you gotta take your time to
Because
sit.
potentially you have 10 kits that you can play in a game. Because you can go, you take an ally, take an enemy, an ally, an enemy, an ally, and you just have 10 different kits. You can. Oh, now I'm gonna need carry now. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then now I'm
Cool.
gonna bow you all. Yeah.
Furipu, using the last skill that ally or enemy used, I think that's definitely a valid alternate take on it. But just for the sake of time, let's jump onto the whole charm thing.
Mhm.
Since I think it seems like we've got a relatively straightforward, conceptually at least, ultimate there to start for the time being. So charm. So currently, what are our sources of charms? Are Ari's skill shot charm. There are
Evelyn
other
as well.
Oh, that's right. Yes, Evelyn does have a charm.
She has a
Um,
different concept, but it's basically the same thing. Only hits if she hits.
Okay.
So I think it might be worth quickly discussing.
Rakan has a charm as well.
Oh,
I
right.
forgot.
Oh, does his
True.
Does his consider to be a charm?
Yeah, his ult
Yes,
is
it
a
So
charm.
they get yeah.
So just to make sure we're all on the same page. So charm is a stun that causes you to move towards the person who casts. If I'm remembering
Yes.
correctly.
It's like the opposite of what fear does. While fear will make him very slowly walk away from the enemy, charm will make them walk forwards to you.
Okay.
It could be some sort of like the Imperial Eye from Swain that you can place on a different, like on whatever spot, and it's in her case, in Said's case, it's like a big heart that just pops up somewhere, and then like then the champion is charmed in the direction that Said's coming from, so she has like some sort of setup for.
Oh, that's cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
it's not short range. It's not a short range, but you can exactly prepare the spell. Like I want to be there, so come this way.
That kind of gets like the
Yeah.
preparation aspect.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
it.
that's
Yeah, cool. I like
So
it.
it's
I
kind of like
it.
an AOE charm then.
If you get more people in there, for sure, but you would ideally use it to like just get one person, pick off one person from a group, maybe.
So I mean, if we're
Yeah,
talking about
If
vision,
it's super big, it's a bit broken. Because also charm is a small spell, so I would guess like it's not a super huge circle like Zig's ultimate.
No,
But yeah.
yeah, I was thinking this Imperial Eye that Swain has, and that's
Yeah.
like it's fairly large, so like it's
Yeah,
about
to-
Cho'Gath diameter, I think.
It's fairly large, but it's also fairly easy to dodge because the wideout is pretty long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
okay,
So
so
we
it's
could do the same. Yeah.
it's like a circle AOE that indicates to people where it's coming down, and they can walk out of it in the duration. Okay.
Almost like the sleep from Zoe, as you can see the.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. So Vision of Empire esque.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Yeah, I went out my way to try and learn the names of Swain's abilities at one point. That's why it stuck with me. Okay. Yeah, I mean that works. It's pretty straightforward.
I mean, I
And
don't
cool
think
that
we
they
need.
move towards you.
I don't think we need to make her more complicated because I think she already got a pretty complicated kit, especially with TR. So this is fine, right? To just have a normal. It's a charm. If you
Yeah,
hit it,
even the Q you need to change. So yeah. I think
So we
can
might
do-
need to go back and look at the passive again, since we now have two passives which are kill based, which don't do terribly complementary things.
Yeah,
but-
'cause it also resets on takedown on art. Yeah.
So okay, so we've got the Twisted Fate style arrow selection. We've got the charm. We've got the essence consume. We need another ability then, really, which potentially has something to do with stealth.
or do you want to give her the melee ability here?
Maybe.
Oh, hey, the melee, yeah.
It could just be a stab.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like it could just be a stab and.
Or maybe like a little lunge. So she lunges forward and stabs you.
Yeah.
Okay, stabby
like-
lunge.
Stabby launch.
Yes.
But
Nice.
lunge, written like not like dinner, but like lunch.
Yes. No, like lunch, please.
Stabby lunch.
Nom, 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 nom.
Yeah. There's my meal, so you get to consume it. It's done.
Stabby
No?
lunch.
All
Nice.
connected.
Oh, we can give it that name. Stabby lunch.
Citizenry. Yes. Yes.
Okay. I mean, we do probably too many abilities that do the same thing, where you just go for it a bit. Can we think of something to add to make this more than just kind of a dash and stab thing?
Mm,
And stuff.
It could be like a dash and stab, and then she like rolls to the side or something.
Oh, you mean like a Quinn?
Yeah, like dodging. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, but like it's sort of a way to reposition, but it's not. It's like in an L shape.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. That's actually very interesting. Yeah.
Okay, I like that. So it's
Mhm.
yes, you would get an indicator when you're using it, which would come up, which would be that you target
Where
someone
you're
else.
going. Yeah.
so she leaps forward and then she needs to take like a 90-degree jump to somewhere else. Then, alright?
Hmm.
I'm seeing it wrong.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I'm
cool,
assuming
cool.
that you automatically pick it when you press it. Like you can move your mouse slightly to the right, and then you jump.
Oh, yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah.
Thing.
Oh, that's
That's
really
nice.
good.
That's nice.
Also, good job on coming up with the UI for it as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so 90-degree angle of her choice. Okay, stabby lunch.
Stabby lunch.
Who doesn't love some stabby lunch?
Yes.
Okay, so let's. So, I don't know. Well, we can try and do this. I'll talk through like. So based on what we. Oh no, sorry. We do need to go back to the passive. Like, do we want to change out the passive for something else? I mean, they're not completely incompatible.
We don't really have another stealth, do we? Though.
No.
No.
So she doesn't have a stealth going in it. So the only stealth that she gets is when she kills someone.
Skills. Yeah.
Is that bad?
I guess maybe
think-
not.
Yeah.
We've lost the actual shape shifting idea along the way.
How
She
so?
doesn't get it with
Well,
the
I mean, the old.
arms, you know.
It's in
it's
the R, yeah.
It's called shift shifting because she's just consuming everything, so she takes even the form. kind
Yeah,
of thing.
so the essence consume is the passive of the R, and then the shape shifting, the actual thing, is
It's
like
the-
a sort of the active, I guess. So I would say it would make sense for her to actually transform into.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
So you know what
definitely.
what is coming. It's also fair for the others.
Oh,
to
that's
know.
true. That's a really good
Yeah.
point.
Because
Otherwise, it's
'Cause
broken.
otherwise
I
you-
know what I'm doing.
yeah, otherwise you have no idea what
Yeah,
champion what she's
yeah.
gonna do. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
also, it kind of, like, if she doesn't change form, it just means that she has telepathically, what is that word? Gained.
Telepathic. Yeah.
Yeah. Gained the ability to do the things that other champions do, but now with the shape shifting, she just turned into that champion. So
Yeah.
it makes more sense in
Yeah.
that sense.
Like
It's more
it's.
visual.
I realise that we've made there's a fairly big thing which we've missed out on here, which is we haven't actually decided what lane or
Oh!
role this champion even
Oh,
is.
yeah.
She can
Well-
go anywhere because she's okay.
I feel you're a bit biased here. She can go anywhere. She's a support, yes, but she's a jungler, yay! And a mid laner, and a top laner, and an AD carry. It's fine.
Yeah.
I think she could be a good mid laner still.
Yeah.
But she would also make sense in the jungle, sort of like Talia when they played Talia jungle.
Yeah. No, I can see that work somehow. think-
But I would see her as a mid laner more so. Even with the AoE charm, that would be like she would be
Roam.
more incentivized to roam, right?
Yeah, I think that's good, especially because of the essence consume. You really want to go around to get the different kits if
Mhm.
you want to. So yeah, I think yeah, it sounds good to me.
And I think besides, we have two really AP assassins at the moment. Well, you have Shyvana as well, but I think you have Ari, which is kind of between a mage and assassin, which I think Seda is as well,
Exactly.
which is good. And then you have
It really isn't-
Evelyn.
yeah, the mage part is mostly for her side and casting,
Mhm.
but yes. Whatever's yes.
Oh, Diana.
Yeah.
Diana.
Yeah, it's a good example.
Is she an assassin? I guess.
Yeah. She's
Yes.
more an assassin now than she was before, I
He
think.
jumps on you and
Yes.
stab.
True. No, okay, true.
What about, like, did we talk about Katarina?
Yeah, I did mention her. But...
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, no, I guess you're right.
I can't even spell
What's that
assassin.
spelling? Assassin.
Look, I'm just illiterate.
Stabby lunch.
Okay, so assassin's just ass and ass.
Oh, that's yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Ass. Just keep going.
Terrible.
She's an
Terrible.
SSS.
SSS.
Yes.
Oh, that's boring. Yeah. Okay. I don't know where I got the idea.
No, that's good.
Drotha, assuming that lunch is actually lunge? No.
Never.
It's only noms for everyone.
No.
Okay, so we've got a kit here.
Mhm.
Hey, cool. We're not actually running as long as I was expecting us to be running. So we've got a few things to deal with before the process is complete. Now,
There are some procedures which we need to go through.
so I'll give you a choice of,
Okay.
and I might have forgotten some, so guys let me know if I have. So the two things I can think of is, one, we're going to make it into a TFT champion,
Yay.
and secondly, we're going to provide quotes
Oh.
for her so that we can use them on our promo video once we
We
eventually
didn't
make
name
those.
abilities yet as well. Normally we.
Oh, we didn't name the abilities. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Oh my god. Yeah,
But
that's
that's
the only ability we have to
That
name.
one, that's okay.
I feel
Yes,
like
you there, so you gotta keep.
we could just stick with like the food naming conventions.
Okay.
So essence consume fits because
Yeah.
consume.
Yeah.
Essence consume is good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so something has to do with eating. Charm.
Oh, Firipu's already given us a quote. Great.
Uber. Coming towards me.
Can you have the, like? The E like hunger for me or something.
Yeah,
like that?
Yeah, I like it.
exactly. That's cool. Yeah.
That's good. I love it a lot.
Or hunger for
I love
sleep.
going around.
Hunger for lunch?
Hunger
Hunger for life.
I love
Say
it.
the lunch muncher.
Terrible.
Q.
What
Okay,
about Q? Yeah.
If we change the hunger in the E to something like craving,
Oh,
craving.
that's
Yeah,
good.
craving.
yeah.
that
Yeah, I like that
fits
a lot
more
better.
with the charmy
Yeah.
thing.
I like that a lot better. Craving.
Okay.
Yeah.
So stuff that relates to food and to love. This is what our
Yeah.
brief is here.
Yes, stabby lunch definitely.
Stabby lunch.
I mean, I love my lunch.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
What about, because it's arrows, something around like straight to the heart? You know, kind of something around that.
Shut to the heart and
And
say
not
it's
to give up.
love.
Bad.
Oh no. We've been demonetized already if we're ever going to make any money. I mean, sure. I mean, that works. I think...
No, something around
Straight to the heart sounds like
arrow.
a skill shot to me.
Yeah.
True. It's bad. It's
Okay,
out
so.
We've
Oh,
got- choice is a big part of the skill.
I see like an ober. There's a joke in there, right? Like your waiter is coming over. What will you be having or something?
Yeah, what do you pick?
What's
What's on the
That's
menu? What's on the menu?
what's on the menu? Your choice or something?
Yeah. So you pick.
If we were in a good place in terms
I think
of
it could
idea.
be like deathly menu.
Deathy menu.
Deathy menu.
Final meal.
That feels more like an ultimate
Last
name.
supper. When
Last
Deadly menu is Firipu.
Deathy menu.
Menu is a pretty, like, interesting choice for an ability name.
Menu.
What do you
Menu.
mean? If you click it,
When
then
I
you
say
get the
interesting,
menu.
I mean bad.
No!
Oh!
Today's specials.
Shot of the day is kind of interesting.
Shot of the day. Okay, shot of the day. Yeah. Okay,
That's nice.
That's nice. Yeah. Yeah.
That works.
Are we
That
gonna need
works
to
well
put
with
a chef hat onto her to have all this stuff make any sense?
I think.
No.
I think
No.
with
Part
years.
of the lore, if you want, you go read it.
But imagine it's like a chef hat, but it has 2 holes in it because the ears are sticking
It
out.
years, yeah.
Skin. It's chef said.
Yeah,
So-
that's a concept. They have
And the
chefs.
passive.
I'm really hoping this will affect the cosplay of this character in the future. We just come on with a chef hat and like a whole bunch of sandwiches and people like, what? Why?
God.
She shoots
Never.
4 different meals instead of instead of.
Pew, pew, pew. Yes.
Okay, the passive stealth. Dinner's
Leave
gone
it up,
cold.
Hidden in plain sight.
I think we're probably looking for like 2 words ideally.
Yeah.
Oh, do you mean something like, watch out, Eep from Lilia?
I mean, those are short words.
What about overt covertness? So we have like a little bit of a paradox in there.
Over to cool.
It's clever. I think it might be a little too confusing.
God damn it.
Okay, so
Mm.
I like
That was
it.
a nice-
Maybe something along
It's a good name. I'd hold on to that one because that's a good name.
um
I don't think the ability has the overt part of it.
Yeah.
The
Okay,
ability.
so stealthy.
hidden. And do we want to make an eating pun again, or
Probably.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's Murph is on your side. Happy saying you're
Hey.
too smart for this program.
God damn it. I'm gonna leave now. I see myself on.
Isn't that like an expression something for when you like sneakily take the food out of the tray when no one is watching? Kind of
Okay.
that thing, you know?
yeah,
That's like a takedown, you know? You kill it like mine. And you
Yeah.
You know?
That's
That's
so
kind
cute.
of the
I
oh,
like
we
that
can
idea.
we can call the essence nibbles. She takes
Oh.
little.
Oh!
That is very uwu.
Yeah.
Yes!
It's very ooh.
Big woo energy!
Big ooh! Oh no!
Big woo woo!
Yes.
Oh,
Oh gosh,
um,
we're all gonna go to prison.
No.
I can't
Oh
think
no,
of
let's Murph redacted the statement.
I can't think of a pun with like a food pun with stealth. Oh,
There must be some kind of.
like dinner's gone cold or
No, because she got to dinner because she killed, you know? Because that's
What
when
a-
the cell
Always
takes
hungry.
on.
always hungry? Sure.
I mean, that's very direct, but that does get the idea across.
Yeah, she gets the empower, so it does make sense.
Yep.
You know, it's
Okay,
It's
always
forcing that.
hungry.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
Or Ani, we already have craving. Otherwise, you could have like eternal craving, but always hungry is maybe better.
Yeah.
Always hungry is definitely more direct. Something like eternal craving is more edgy.
Mhm.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not sure how edgy this character with Stabby Lunch is really.
Oh, what about
Candy,
gluttonous
because
desire?
If you don't take it seriously, you know,
Sorry?
she'll-
Oh,
Gluttonous
Happy's throwing out the big
desire.
words, the $5
Yeah.
words.
Oh, she went to college. I
You've been educated. You've been in a school once.
Ooh,
I used words with more than 2 syllables.
look at me using a thesaurus.
All right, what was it again? Gluttonous.
Gluttonous desire.
Sure.
Ooh, yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
I
was
don't
hoping
know
you
if
would
that
say-
makes sense.
Hate it.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
no.
Gluttonous muttness.
Yeah,
Gluttonous
Yeah.
madness.
I'm okay with that. Yes.
All right, that's edgy enough, probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so we've
Yeah.
got the kit now. So I'll leave this up to you, Zara. Like, so if we're gonna bring her into TFT,
Hmm.
it has been the case that only one ability has been allowed to be used, but that has sort of changed with Setfallen. That they've been a little bit more bringing in sort of maybe sort of 1.5 abilities. Which one of these would you think would be, if she was just going to have, say, one and an aspect to another, which Which of these do you think is the most iconic to Sade as a League of Legends champion?
I think definitely the stabby lunge would be very cool just because of the fact that she actually moves after the attack to a different place. I think that's cool, and
Okay.
the ultimate.
Hmm.
I think that. But overall, they are all very cool.
Okay, so stabby launch. So it would be her ultimate is to do the stab and then roll to an adjacent hex.
Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe.
Well, it's
I
up to
think
you.
so because I don't know how complicated the kit would be on the R for the TFT. So it's like, So maybe the stabby would be even better also for positioning on the board and getting maybe enemies that were further away and she managed to get close because of the W. I don't know. Plus her passive it would make it easy to kill.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, opinions, feedback.
Oh god. I like the stabby lunge. I think it makes a lot of sense because being able to, or like giving your units the ability to sort of reposition is always nice. And I feel like, I don't know, in the last set when Vayne was a big deal, when she was like just jumbling around everywhere she went, and
Everybody could
now.
catch
Yeah, right. And now with Kindred, she kind of does the same thing, or Lucian did it as well in the last set. It's maybe not OP, but it's definitely very annoying to play against, for sure.
Well, what we could do is use the traits and origins as a way to kind of bring more of her style of play into how she actually functions. So, so in terms of trait and origin, I mean, Ari is spirit, but we definitely don't need to necessarily go with that.
Me can have like Spirit Vestaya.
Yeah.
Thing that
Oh, come on, a
you
new
do.
one.
For example, let's say a new, like when a new we are now in a new TFT rotation. When a new one comes out, you can have like a tribe that's called Vestayan because you
Yeah.
have sets.
You already have a lot, yeah.
Yeah, you actually have a lot of Vestayans now. So.
Already, yeah.
Hmm.
That could work. Okay. What would this theoretical Vestayan traits do?
It should be related with the magic, so
Art
maybe
could-
more or something.
I could maybe amplify their class traits,
Sure.
because Vestayan creatures are usually, because of their specific tribal origins, they have, they're better equipped to do certain things. So with like Ari, she's like very sneaky because her like thingy is that she's part fox.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you mean like, so Vestayan would just be chosen, like, but as a trait?
Yeah, maybe.
That'll be broken.
I guess this would presumably be in a set which didn't have chosen.
Yeah.
No, I'm guessing not.
Okay. So, alright, so that doesn't do anything in the game itself. So what we need some sort of trait that's going to let her play somewhat like she would in a theoretical League of Legends game.
Maybe something like movement speed, for the sneaky part.
Or like the shade mechanic, where she just appears somewhere out of the shadows.
Yeah, that would be very cool.
Yeah, I can see that working.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because that means that she'll teleport to the back line, and then she'll get the Vayne style stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's basically Vayne, but melee.
Yeah.
Melee
Cool.
V.
Okay. Droth, I can't tell if it's a League of Legends champion or an Uber Eats app. Oh boy. Maybe we can make an Uber Eats app. Alright.
Next goal.
So, one last thing, and I hope you can help us out with this, is we've had some suggestions from the chat. I don't know if you've seen them.
I'm gonna take a quick look.
You can't see me. Sassy me?
I actually have one that is, I believe I'm hidden. Because I am always the thing about rolling on stealth. Well, we can play around it, yes.
What if once she gets a kill, she just goes ooh ooh.
Oh, yes!
She just goes ooh ooh.
Yes! Ooh, meal. But,
Okay, so we've got I believe I'm hidden uwu.
Can I get a
one
fucking
more.
bar?
So, like,
Oh yes, sorry, I forgot to make it fully owl shaped.
Yeah.
no.
Sorry, you happy? I didn't quite catch what you said.
I like Neil's suggestion. Can I get a fucking burger? That could be like a joke.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you're into that. You could also pick something different. Or maybe you have a different quote that you would like in there.
I don't know, but yeah, I think something around our spells would be cool to add.
Okay.
Like maybe a pun with around the stabby lunch or something, because it's.
Well, we don't have any quotes which relates to food at the moment, which is
Yeah,
surprising.
that's be interesting to have one.
You can have something like I skipped breakfast for this.
Yes! Oh, that's so good! Yes!
That's really
Like,
nice.
yeah, you weren't even worth it. Like, that's
Okay.
cool. That's cool.
So, I realised I should have mentioned this beforehand. Would you be okay doing some these lines for the the promo for this episode? As in-
Yeah, sure.
Alright, a
with,
second.
yeah.
Yes, I'll turn the music up so we get a clean thing in it. All right,
Mhm.
could you give us an amazing read?
I really have a question though. I
Yes.
thought the I eat breakfast for this was like a question mark. Do we have it as a question mark, or do we
Oh,
have
yes.
it as
No,
a...
yeah, it's like
Oh,
I
yes.
skipped breakfast for this. It's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
yeah,
Okay.
really really derogative. Like wow, you're not
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. I was just double checking.
Something like wait, if we have some
Sorry,
space
I
for
did
one
actually
more.
mention, guys, but you are seeing a professional voice actor preparing
Oh.
that craft.
Oh,
Pog.
okay, Pog.
If we have some time for another one, it could be something like, you call me a snack, I think I'm the whole meal.
Oh, that's so badass. I don't know if I can pull that one out, but yes.
Well, you gotta
Yeah.
try.
I know. Yes.
Snack with
Yes.
Dulcie, yes.
Yes.
Yep. It's the Lizzo quote, by the way. It's from, oh god, which one is it? Juice? The song.
Yes, it is, apparently.
Yes.
Yes.
Firipu's all over this. by the way. All right, well,
He knows
sorry.
that.
Whenever you're ready.
Alright. I'll just use my normal voice because I don't want to make a fool of myself.
But that's
Okay.
what we're here for, to make fools
Oh,
of ourselves.
man, that's cool. Alright. So all the four, right? Oh,
Yes. What I'll do is I'll put them on different lines to make it a little bit easier to read.
No, it's okay. It's fine. Alright, so whenever I want.
Yeah.
Alright. ASMR moment.
Oh, what have I got myself
I mean,
into?
that feels like that's a pretty good quote by itself.
When the game starts.
Go ahead. I'm like.
When the game starts, Sage is like, welcome to the ASMR.
Yes.
The game started.
Oh my god! No, she's the lady. At the end, she tries. Okay, she's fine. Alright. I believe I'm hidden. Oh! I skipped breakfast for this? You call me a snack? I'm a full meal.
Oh boy, the snap
That was
to the
so
end.
good.
That was really good.
Oh boy.
ASMR.
Oh my gosh. All right, so that's it. That's the end of all we've got today.
It is. Okay.
I love this.
I think that's a good promo. Like those quotes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So if anyone watching hasn't been, is not familiar with the D&D campaign where this character comes from, you can go to tiny.cc/DNDLOL. That's, I've forgotten again. Delta November Delta Lima Oscar Lima. And that will take you to the YouTube playlist. What's the Twitch stream?
And Popular Onion, it's our DM's Twitch. And yeah, we usually have every Saturday, so this Saturday we're gonna have it at 10:30. Sometimes we might switch some schedule just because work rotations or something. But everything is on YouTube if you want to follow. And our campaign is called Rune, because Runeterra, and yeah. But yeah, it's D&D in League of Legends, and we've met some champions already, which is always pretty cool to see the interactions. And it's very heavy based on lore. So we only don't have lore for things that haven't been released, but we had a situation with Spirit Blossom where our campaign was already ongoing and new lore was revealed, and it was like, oh no, I have to rewrite all this again. Yeah, so that's a cool thing. So we try to keep as much as we can updated with the concepts that we know of League of Legends.
Cool.
Feel free to show up or just watch and leave feedback and all that. Yeah.
Oh, Lizzie, I think you may have just missed some amazing vocal performances, but we'll put them as part of the promo for next week's, because
I'll make a clip. Actually, I'll make a clip out of it, and then it's a good sellout on Twitter as well.
You did hear? Oh, fantastic! Then you heard the best part.
No, I think Stabby Lunch was the best part.
Stabby Lunch.
I can see that turning up in the Riot, cafes. It's like just a steak through your sandwich.
Stabby Lunch.
No, but yes.
All right, guys. So we'll be back next week at 7:00 UK time, 8 European, for even more champion forgerizing. Thank you to Sarah, whose name Yimna.
Yes, good job.
I'm definitely not looking down the piece of paper I've got written down on the top. But yes. But thank you so much for joining us, and yeah, please do go check out the VODs of the D&D campaign, which are in the chat, as well as twitch.tv/unpopular_onion on Saturdays at so you said it was going to be 10:30 this one?
Yeah.
But
This
normally
one,
9:30.
Yeah.
Cool.
In the morning? Wait.
In night.
Yeah, you guys start pretty late.
Yes. We used to start at 9:30, but then we had one of the department members switch jobs, so we are adjusting to the 10:30.
Oh wait, is that 10 Portuguese time?
It's same as UK, so it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I looked up on this. Portugal's really far out on Europe, so it's actually further left than Britain is.
Yeah, but we have the same time zone.
Madness.
Convenient.
Yeah. But yeah, London, Lisbon, same. But yeah, thank you for having me here. It was super fun, and I think we created something really, really cool. So thank you for that.
Yeah, well, I hope if we ever do see Sage the Stein Fox holding a big sandwich with a stick through it, then you will know that this experience will carry forward for you.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. So yeah, again, do check out the D&D campaign on the Saturday on Onion's stream, unpopular_onion, and we'll see you in 1 week's time. Thank you very much. See you then.
Bye.